Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. My name is NORHABIBI AISHAH binti SHAIFUL BAHARI. Today I would like to present you my conceptual paper entitled Climate Change Mitigation and Governance, Employing Digitalization, Big Data Analytics and AI. Before I start with these introductions, I would like to introduce my co-authors which are Mr. Cik Ahmad Cik Ahya, Ms. Shakira Saidin, Ms. Siti Aisyah Zakaria, Dr. Noor Ahmad Abu Bakar, and Mr. Afif Aizuddin. As we all know that nowadays world have been shifting towards a very vast and growing technology, which we call digitalization. And this digitalization is actually a very complex process that involve many and different technology into our daily life, in which that it also leads towards the emergence of a lot of new possibilities, especially for businesses, for generating income and creating value. As we know that now, like almost 89%, actually almost most of the large companies globally have already incorporated digital and AI transformations in their businesses. And this actually, because of this digitalization, this actually helped to improve efficiency as well as cost effectiveness, and also businesses on grabbing all the competitive advantages across various industry. And this is convinced that this digitalization is expected to have a very good cost saving from the effort. So as we know that now businesses already been changes from conventional methods into incorporating technology into their business, and they adopt and adapt the changes, where they also have now introduced to its online businesses. Even though they have a conventional and physical stores, they're also having a business online at the same time, in order for them to generate more income as well as to have more value created for their businesses. And this digitalization is very like fundamentally triggers a transformational process that restructure the worldwide economy. And now we can see that the economy is worldwide now is very relatable towards technologies, and this technology greatly significantly impacted towards economic environments. So let's go to the digitalization in climate actions. As we see here, we can monitor and examine from this Mozambique case study, in which that in this case study they find out that this process of digitizing climatic data is actually giving a very positive impact on climate adaptation policies and the well-being of the local communities. And apart from that, it's actually also enhanced the policy decision making, in which that this digitalization have become a very important role in enhancing the UN Climate Technology Center and network's effectiveness as an innovation matchmaker in climate change response, facilitating improved risk predictions and policy decision making. And as you can see that, for example, the United Nations framework on climate change, UNFCCC, they have given a lot of frameworks for businesses to adopt in order for them to reduce this climate change impact, especially on their businesses' carbon footprint. And from here also we know that the highlight is that this significant impact of this digitalization in adapting to and building resilience against climate change in urban environments is driven by businesses to have more investment towards reducing this climate change, and to adopt this digitalization as well as to reduce climate change, as also the competitive advantages they can use in order for them to also reduce the cost. When they use technology, it also can reduce the cost for them to have these climate change mitigations procedure. So, and the digitalization and the integration of digitalization into societal frameworks offer opportunity for creating a sustainable society characterized by equitable growth, public involvement, clean governance, and also the transparency in welfare program. So actually it's very we can see that this adaptation of digital technology in climate change related and the war is actually um, must be tempered with this fairness and justice in order to have a very transparent control and monitoring, especially the results must be transparent. So we proceed with next, big data analytics for sustainability. So as we can see now, big data analytics holds the promise in fostering sustainability by balancing the environmental, social, and also economic considerations in order to improve the quality of life. As we know that these predictive analytics together with big data has the potential to have a revolutions towards the sustainable supply chain management. But however, there's a still gap on research for this impact on environmental and sustainability outcomes. And we see that this sustainability through big data, is a data-driven decision-making culture, and it combined with the right soft skill can reinforce firms' commitments to sustainability through big data analytics. However, it is very important and crucial important things to know that we have to acknowledge that the big data also can lead to more sustainable decision making, but also can carry the risk of unforeseen adverse consequences. So, in order for us to understand what big data and sustainability, so we know that there's a synergy between big data and the AI as the tools that open the avenues for better access and analysis of data, ultimately in facilitating to improve the decision making across various domains. And we know that nowadays that businesses have been using these AI-driven techniques in order to have more critical, more enriched insight, more valuable insights for their strategic making, as well as to enhance their customer experience, as well as to drive more what we call efficient operations. And this driven change technology innovations in big data analytics is a good in intelligent is a drive change in intelligent system and revol- revolutions efficiency and knowledge discovery, as well as problem solving methodologies. So that is why the AI and big data are very helpful for reaching the sustainability within the businesses, within the companies. So, in conclusion, here we know that the amalgamations of sustainability and digitalization has emerged as a potent force in reshaping both economy and society and offering unprecedented avenues for transformation growth. And this also operates within a complex network in which that we have to have a very vast and very strict internet governance as this to enhance the effectiveness to reduce the issues on the AI and sustainability and big data. And as I mentioned, that it enhanced the businesses, and this AI-driven predictive analytics makes the business it makes more furnishing fresh insights and facilitate more enlightened decision-making process in which as the accessible information is everywhere, and the analysis also been more at ease and more critical and what we call very fast towards the information. Thus, it can make the information to be extracted and to be analyzed into the decision making more further and more fast. So that's why big data analytics and AI are very is actually a paving way for the digital transformation and sustainable society in order to enrich the comprehensions of interactions and integrating environmental process. And big data analytics are metamorphosing raw data into a very valuable business insight that can create more value, can facilitating the productions of report, analysis, recommendations, predictions, and everything. And this emerging of AI has become the transformative force in marketing, especially to reshape the business operation and strategy. So that's why amidst these advancements, we still have to have the ethical oversights to have more critical, more strict, more vigilance in order for us to tackle the privacy concerns and the novel digital governance challenges. So digitalization itself have the ethical risks, and we have to have the necessary actions to be taken to delicate balance between technological advancements and also humanitarian values in order to forestall the potential harm. As we can know that the fusions between the IoT and the big data, it means that it become the emerge as a catalyst for business restructuring, as well as to exerting a favorable influence on products, services, and processes. And we know that digital and big data, all those things are very, very insightful. Is overall business operations in any aspects. But however, it does brings a significant impacts, negative impacts, if the companies did not take a proper measure of monitoring and control. Okay, so for future research, the research should prioritize the development of advanced digital tools for climate monitoring and the resolution of ethical challenges and the improvement of environmental regulations in order to address the climate change with more effectiveness. Apart from that, future research shall have additional investigations to cultivate the big data analytics methodology for climate modeling in order to augment the comprehensiveness and precisions of climate data. And apart from that, future research also should investigate potential advancements to improve existing environmental regulations, particularly in relation to climate change, to ensure thorough and effective oversight through policy and regulatory frameworks. Apart from that, the future research also shall focus on the development and implementation of digital technology in control and monitoring of environmental parameter for evidencing the real data effectiveness of climate change information. And last but not least, the future research shall explore the potential development to enhance current environmental policy, especially related to climate change. So that's all for my conceptual paper presentations. So thank you so much.